Hello, I'm pretty sure you can tell from the title that I'm going to be doing a vlog today about babysitting. And so, just to start it all off, I have been babysitting this one girl named Siobhan, and she's 2 years old, and I started babysitting her in September. Her mom told me beforehand, since you never put her to bed before, she likes um, being sung to sleep. She likes to have her stomach and back rubbed, and she likes to have books, lots and lots of books. And so I was like, okay, yeah, I can totally do that. And she heard that I sing "You Are My Sunshine" to this other girl because that's what the mom sings to her. And so I actually don't know the lyrics, I just know the chorus, and I actually just looked them up, and I've been singing them wrong this whole time. So my bad. And so first of all, this one car book, from the end of the Cars movie, and it's kind of like an I Spy book. And she's like, "What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that?" I mean, really, her phrase of the night was, "What's that?" And I was just like, "It's a spring, gasoline, a tire, a hubcap," and I'm just like, I have no idea what any of these car parts are. But of course, she like looks up to me with those big old eyes, thinking I know everything, which is kind of awesome and adorable. And after I finished reading the book, she's like, "Again," and I'm like, "Let's read another book." And so we're reading all these books, like Cat in the Hat, and this one had like 80 pages, and I was like taking huge chunks and just like flipping like 60 pages away. I was just like, and like, and this and this and this. I was like, this doesn't make sense, but she doesn't care because all she's doing is looking at the pictures. And in between books, I try to put the covers over her. She's like, no, and I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Let's read another book. And she's like, sing, sing, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I can sing, no problem. So I start singing "You Are My Sunshine." You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. She's like, again! And I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, I can do it again. But she kept telling me to do it over and over again. And by like, the last time, I was just like, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. And once again, I'm like, no, I'm not singing that song. I'm just, I'm done. And so I put my head on the pillow because, monkey see, monkey do, and she does too. And so I start, putting the covers. She's like, and she's flipping out. She's like, tears pouring down her face. She's like, I want mommy. And she's like flopping as on the bed. She's like kicking and like going like this, like a little girl fight. And I was like trying to like hold her, like rock her. I was like, no, it's okay, you can go to bed, mommy. Mom. I'm just like, oh my gosh, okay. And I'm just like I checked to see what time it was because I wanted to know, okay, how much is she going past her bedtime? She's like, pictures? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can take pictures, I can take pictures. So I'm like clicking pictures. She's like, I'm like, oh, you're so cute. And I'm just like starting pictures. She's just like, I look good. And she's like, more. I'm like, okay, I can take pictures. She's like, paparazzi. And I put her, I was like, put my head down. She's like looking at the pictures. I'm like, she's like, again, and try to pull the covers, like, and I'm like, okay, okay, okay. And so I start reading this wombat book. And it's talking about how this wombat wants to find a place to live because his mom has the house so cluttered and she's cleaning it. So he goes off to find another house, like ants and frogs and this one tree, like koala, I think, and he falls down the tree and she's like, oh, I think he falls down the tree. And I'm like, this is fascinating. And she's like, again. I'm like, okay, I read the second time. Again. I'm like, I'm reading it the third time. I practically have it memorized because it's so and so short. And so finally, I'm like, okay, if I read this one more time, will you promise me you'll go to bed? She's like, yeah. And she doesn't. And so I try to pull the covers up. She's like, I want to go upstairs. I want to see mommy. I'm like, and so I'm like trying to hold her, and she's like, yeah. And she's just like pushing my face. And I'm just like, are you kidding? No, 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 no. And so I just let go. I'm just like, whatever. I don't care anymore. I don't care. And she just leaves the bed and she goes behind the rocking chair, and there's like a nightlight that shows fish on the ceiling, and she's like all playing with it, and she actually knocks over like the monitor that shows like another monitor upstairs, like the if she's like crying or what she looks like or whatever. And she's like, I'm like, yeah, you better oh. And I pick her up. She's like, okay, we're gonna go to sleep. She's like, and she starts like tugging on the earrings because she was playing with her earrings. And um, after that, I was like, whatever. And I was put on the bed, just like flailing. I was like, okay, I'll read you a book, and I actually didn't. And then I picked up a book, and she saw my shirt and chocolate peanut butter Reese's peanut butter cup. She's like, what's that? I was like, oh my gosh, population. And then if she's 2 years old, she has no idea what it is, and she kept doing that. I just forgot to tell you. And I was just like, okay. And then I don't know what I did, and then she started screaming again, and I was just done. And so I started walking away, and she's like, don't leave me. And so she just like holds on to my foot, and I was bluffing, obviously. And so like, okay, can I rock you to sleep? And she's like, I'm like, why I shouldn't say sleep, because that's kind of like a no word. She's like, okay. And so like I pick her up, she's like, hold on. She's like, don't leave me. I'm like, okay. And so I'm just like rocking her sleep, and she's like, I want my dolly. I'm like, oh, I'll get you a freaking dolly. And it's like rocking her, and she's finally going to sleep. And then like a couple months later, she's like, sleep. I'm like, Jill, I can get you to sleep. And so I was just doing the tummy thing. I was like, no, I'd rather good tummy in her side and her back and her. Well, I was rubbing her side, her back, and her stomach because she's on her side. I was just like, yeah, I can do this. And she had her hand on, and she was like guiding me where, and I was like, oh, it's so cute. And then she somehow got a hold of my thumb, and she was holding it. I was like, oh, great. And then she stops again to. I was like, and then I try to like get out of the thumb, and so I starts like scratching the front of her hand, and she lets go, and so I was like scooting away from her, and it was really hard because she was like all into my shoulder, and I was like, oh, so cute, and just I don't know, like maybe 10 minutes later, I was finally awake because it was like creaking. I was like, oh no, don't wake up. I was like, and 8:07, I believe, was when I finally closed the door, and I was like, and I actually did a victory speech upstairs because I could go watch Food Network now, and I can watch Cupcake Wars and Chopped and drool over all the food that I can't have because I'm so dang hungry. And then I came home and I got paid and went home, and it was fabulous. And that was pretty much my experience. And I'm not sure if I'll do vlogs ever again because I talk really fast when I tell stories, and you might have not understood a word I said. But if I do, alright. So I will see you guys later.